going on, everybody? Welcome to the Friday edition of Burn It Down with Kim Brown. This is a safe space where we set oppression ablaze, and this is a place. Well, let me speak for myself, where I comfortably reside in the margins. I like to roll around in the margins. I like to walk barefoot in the margins. I like to look at the moon from the margins. And this is where I shall remain, and this is where I love to be. You know why? Because in the mainstream, you think I'd be able to call racist whites crackers on cable news? No, I wouldn't. And that would take a lot of the fun out of what I do here. You understand? And I don't even understand how that could even be a bad thing. All my viewers love it when I call the racist whites crackers. How could that would be a net positive? How could that ever be detrimental? So anyway, I digress. I digress. Let me hush and get on here with this program. How's everybody doing tonight? So I'm doing things a tiny bit different because for reasons, every single device connected to my Wi-Fi, when I went to go plug it in and talk to it and shit, it was like, who this? And I said, it's me, it's Kim. What's wrong? my computers are like, we don't know who you is. So I had to plug in and retype and re-input. So I discovered that the computer that I badly read articles from is like no internet. Oh shit. And then my phone got kicked off the internet. So I'm on the cellular here. But thank God, my broadcast computer, my down bitch, you know what I'm saying? My bottom bitch. My bottom bitch is staying strong for me. I said, thank you, baby girl. Thank you. That's my queen. So yeah, we doing it a little different here tonight. So I'm actually looking at the chat and shit from my phone. So this is kind of a little bit of inception. I don't know. I don't know if my clone is going to walk in the room behind me now. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I intend to have a good show for you tonight. Um, there is, well, I plan on talking about a couple stories. So one story I'm going to get to is sort of a continuation of a theme of stories by which we have been following here for some time. And that is the lack of breathlessness by which mainstream media reports corporate wage theft. In the good state of New Jersey, Donnie, this one's for you. In the state of New Jersey, the state did this themselves. They shut down a majority of the Boston market locations in New Jersey. Why? Because Boston market was out here allegedly stealing wages, stealing sick time, stealing pay from their workers, amongst other things. In the state of New Jersey, goddamn, I'm shocked and impressed. Shut these bitches down. We're going to get to the story. But I wanted to contrast it with the story I saw last night on NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt. Come on now. It would not be me if I wasn't bombing on NBC News for reasons. I don't know. I'm a bully. I don't know I don't know what it is. But anyway, they just did a breathless story about smash and grab robberies in the Los Angeles area. So much so that Black Karen, Jesus. Karen Bass has created a task force on the LAPD about the scourge of all of this shoplifting crime, all this smash and grabs is a problem. Meanwhile, LA Taco is reporting that most of the COVID money the city gave to the LAPD and the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. So we've got that to talk about later in the show, but I'm also going to get into Trump supporters is out here threatening people. And I am somewhat embarrassed, as Kalechi would say. I am a little bit embarrassed at how tickled I be by this shit. And I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be, because Trump's people out here threatening some black folks, and that's not really cool. But the audaciousness, I think, of Trump supporters, and truly the loyalty, I want to talk about it. Give me a minute. Let me say hello. What's going on to everybody? Please come in here, give the video a like and a thumbs up. What is happening? What's going on, Dan? Thank you, Dan. Eric, was you was under one of my videos. See, I know you's a regular, so I don't think you was popping shit, but it came across as popping shit a little bit. You said that I let Matt Walsh trigger me. Now, sir. No. I am not triggered by Klansmen. I probably should be, but I'm not. But maybe you were joking. Silberg, what's going on? Quaker, what's going on? I saw I have an email from you, Quaker. I'm going to check it. Thank you so much for reaching out. What's up, Stoner Loner? Renee. Renee, this is the final week of Leo season. I hope you were somewhere telling people what to do. I hope you were somewhere giving direction and not taking no shit and flipping your hair in the interim. Afro sings, that goes for you also. I hope you were out here ordering people around during the final days of Leo season. I mean, come on. It's Leo season. Jesus. Anyway, there's my son Tyler. There, peace, infinite content. Hold on. Here come infinite content with orders and shit. Leo, right? He trying to boss me around. No, bro. It's Leo season for the both of us. I get to tell you some shit too. What you say here, infinite content? You just saw a story about how 3 million people are what? What are they doing here with 3 million people? Are being paid less than $7.25 an hour. Wage theft, my God, my bruv, my Philly bruv. Wage theft is, wait, we get to that, is a mother. Yes, it is. Infinite content. Say that. And this shit happened in New Jersey. Oh, Boston Market ought to be ashamed of themselves. Hey, Anna Hart. The caregivers disability support chat happens this Saturday. I'm going to post that information. Thank you so much, Anna, for all that you do. Okay, let me get into this. What's up, Holly? What's up? Who else did I not say hello to? Shirley. Can't forget Shirley. 40J Blaze. Is Latif in here? Shout out to Courtney. Court ran us some bucks. I'm gonna tell you how you can be cool like Courtney and run us some bucks in a little bit. But let me get into my stories here, everybody, because all right, I'm sure there is some other folks on the internet that are going to give you a more serious analysis about these latest charges that Donald Trump is facing in the state of Georgia. Trump and 18 niggas, like facing 41 counts. Jesus. This man, and listen, Trump, I watched a little bit of his speech today. He was in Erie, Pennsylvania. Trump is not tripping off that shit. Trump is not even fucking tripping. Trump had jokes. Trump was talking about how he was going golfing. Trump was shouting out the bitches in the front. Trump said, he said, these chicks, he said, how many campaign events have you been to of mine? These women are supposedly from North Carolina. They said they've been to over 100 Donald Trump rallies. I said, y'all, hated to love it, son. The dog's on top. Now listen, what I am going to talk about in connection to these most recent Georgia charges is the reaction by Trump supporters. Because we talked last week about the 75-year-old man, Justice for Craig Robertson, that these motherfuckers, they didn't even give a fuck about Craig getting shot down by the FBI. Ain't that a bitch? Ray Soldier out here going unacknowledged. Fuck that nigga. But, you know, sarcastically, Justice for Craig Robertson, right? Justice for Craig Robertson. They didn't even tear down the fucking Target out there in Salt Lake City. They didn't do shit for Craig. So they had a 75-year-old Trump supporter, Ray Soldier, get shot down by the FBI of all people. And now Trump's people have made their positions very strongly known when it comes to these most recent charges. I'm trying to figure out where I need to start because I did not put this in order at all. And I'm trying to figure out where to go when it comes to Will. Will, we might run that article first. Do you have that graphic, that NY Mag article? Because Will and I just noticed something pretty interesting and somewhat remarkable about this piece in the Intelligencer, nymag.com. And the headline says, Trump supporter arrested for threatening to kill Trump's trial judge. Okay, now this is pertaining to the federal charges that Trump is facing out of Washington, D.C. Now, per the headline, you would look at the picture and think that maybe that's the Trump supporter. No, that's the judge. That is Judge Tanya Churkin, a Jamaican sistren who was appointed by Obama. So don't trust her. But at the same time, she has been running these January 6 defendants some extra sentencing. She's been giving them to, like, the prosecutors have been recommending sentencing because she's had a number of these January 6 defendants in her courtroom. And the prosecutors will recommend 12 months and she will give them niggas 15. She's like, nope, that's not enough. Get 16 months for this motherfucker. So Tanya already don't fuck with these Bamas, right? And they know it. And so while I was confused as to why NY Mag would run the picture of the judge as opposed to the picture of the Trump supporter per the headline, right? It's like, well, if any of Trump supporters did not know what Judge Tanya was looking like, I guess they know now. I guess they know now because there she is. But I wanted to read some aspects of this case to you guys because this is pertaining to a Texas woman by the name of Abigail Jo Stren. And I still have not been able to ascertain Abigail's age, which is important because I think we need some generational context. Because I'm trying to tell you, if Trump had a 75-year-old geriatric shooter volunteer to do something bad to Joe Biden, these youngsters is willing to do way more. So let me read a bit from this piece. It says a Texas woman has been charged with threatening the life of the federal judge overseeing Donald Trump's electoral interference case, telling her, quote, if Trump doesn't get elected in 2024, we are coming to kill you. Let me say that better. If Trump doesn't win in 2024, we are coming to kill you. So tread lightly, bitch. Jesus. That's what the lady left on the voicemail. Jesus. Told her to tread lightly. Abigail Jo Shry, Shry. How would y'all pronounce that? Shry. Abigail Jo Shry is accused of calling Judge Tanya Churkin, chambers back on August the 5th and leaving her a voicemail that began with, hey, stupid slave nigger. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. According to court records, wiling. According to court papers, Shrin continued by saying, quote, you are in our sights. We want to kill you, saying that Churkin and her family will be, quote, targeted personally, publicly. Shrin also, Shry, why do I keep saying Shrin? Shry. Shry then also referenced Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee of Houston, who is also Black, adding that, quote, we want to kill her too. Shit. Homeland Security agents visited Shry. They visited Shry's home just days later for questioning, of course, after connecting the phone number used to make the call to the judge back to Shry. According to the criminal complaint, Shry totally admitted. She admitted to making the calls to the agents, adding that she had no plans to travel to Washington, D.C. or to Houston to commit any attack. However, Shry reportedly added to the agents that they would need to worry. This is what she said. She reportedly added, telling the agents that they would need to worry if Sheila Jackson Lee traveled to Alvin, Texas, where she lived. Dog. Hold on, wait a second. Abby Jo said, I have no intentions to go to DC or Houston, but you better tell Sheila Jackson Lee ass she better not pop up around Alvin, Texas, because then y'all might have to worry. Sheila Jackson Lee better not bring her black ass out here. I ain't going to see her, but she better not come out here. Jesus. I'm sorry. I should not. This is not. Listen, there's a long racialized history of black people being targeted by violent white terrorists. You know what I'm saying? I should not be laughing at this lady's racist threats to other black people. But I don't know if I'm in solidarity with these particular black people. You know, I mean, I guess generally in the yeah, black women, yay, black girl magic, cool. But we are talking about a federal judge and a congressperson, right? Not necessarily people that I would call myself in class allegiance with, right? I don't know to what extent Sheila Jackson Lee or Judge Tanya Churkin are advancing our community's material interest in their respective positions of power. So I think I will get some chuckles off. You know what I'm saying? I will get some chuckles off. And part of the reason I will get some chuckles off is the audaciousness of the racism. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I hope that, you know, my ancestors suffered so I could laugh at these crackers and their ridiculousness. Hold on. There's more to this. There's more to this that I would like for you all to hear. Okay, so the New York Times also reported that Mark Schrey, who was Abigail Joe's father, testified to a judge on her behalf. By the way, Abigail has been denied bond, and the judge said that Abigail needs to sit her crazy ass, in jail for at least a month before they can even reconsider in any sort of bond or bail for Abigail Joe's seemingly violent ass. So the New York Times reported that Mark Schrey, who was Abigail Joe's father, testified to a judge in her defense, claiming that his daughter was, quote, a nonviolent alcoholic. She was a nonviolent alcoholic who sometimes called people on the phone making threats after being agitated by the news. And ladies and gentlemen, I think I think we've learned quite a bit about Abigail Joe Schrey. I'm not gonna call this lady crazy, but if her father, because your parents have to lie for you, right? Like they're mandated by law to lie. We good on that, Will. Thank you. To lie in the affirmative, to do anything to help you, right? So if that's Abigail father, if Abigail Farver said that she's a nonviolent alcoholic, you best believe Abigail is a raging, terrifying drunk, right? What else? Who sometimes calls people on the phone to make threats after watching the news. How often does she watch the news? Is she watching the news all day? Is she watching the news every day? Who is she? Who else has Abigail called making threats besides black people in some position of political power? Well, take that down. We good on that. What's going on? Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'd like to look at me sometimes. Come on, Will. You know it's the Leo season. Stop playing with me. So, now, Abigail's not the only one out here making threats, okay? Because as you can imagine, the Fulton County prosecutors and the Fulton County sheriff, since the announcement of the state indictments brought against Trump and his cronies by a grand jury there in Fulton County, both the Fulton County District Attorney and the Fulton County Sheriff themselves have been placed under additional security detail, and their families, right? And I was talking to a friend of mine about this indictment, and my friend was looking at the indictment and said, they have all the jurors' names and addresses listed. I said, that can't be right. I said, that must be a mistake. Well, we're going to queue up that first video. It's that WSB video. I said, that doesn't sound right at all. Like, I thought grand juries were supposed to operate in secret. Well, Georgia apparently is operating under a different set of rules. Apparently in Georgia, according to Georgia state law, in the interest of transparency, on any indictment, Fulton County indictment, whatever the fuck, local indictment, the names and addresses of the grand jurors are listed. And I said, that's probably a very bad idea to do that when as it pertains to this particular defendant. Trump got shooters out here, right? Now, to the extent that they've actually shot anybody, I don't know. But I'm sorry, I'm black in America. I don't put nothing past racist whites. If they said they coming to kill you, you better make sure that you got some shooters. Because look at the history. Like, that's not, I mean, this ain't controversial. This is not ahistorical. This should be not new news to anybody. Now, I understand we are not in 1923. Though an argument could be made. We're not in 1823. But at the same time, these folks don't change. These folks do not change. A leopard does not change its spots. And if they tell you that they're coming to kill you, Judge Tanya, Sheila Jackson Lee, everybody black around the Fulton County indictment, you should believe them. You should believe them, and you should plan accordingly. But I have to say, despite the big, you in trouble vibration that I got from the Fulton County District Attorney, Fannie, is that her name? Fannie read everybody government name first, middle, and last. I said, y'all are in ginormous trouble. Y'all are in, a black woman is reading your first, middle, and last name to everybody. Y'all done fucked up. Y'all are in ginormous trouble. But the whole situation regarding the release of this indictment did not come off without a hitch. Okay. I'm going to show y'all this sister. I found this on right wing media. And they are very upset about this. I, of course, could see the humor in it. So I want y'all to check out this package from WSB 2 News in Atlanta. The package. We got a couple packages today. This is the package. Now check out this package, because when the whites on the right, because they're not right. they wrong. The wrong whites on the right. The wrong whites on the right, they claimed that there was some foolery, some higgy-hagger going on at the Fulton County grand jury place, wherever the grand jury was meeting to debate the potential charges against Trump, but to vote on the indictment, because the indictment was published to the internet before it had officially been voted upon and released to the public. So I wanted to check out what the local Atlanta TV station had to say about that. And they actually did interview the Fulton County clerk directly about this mistake. Let's take a look.
And Linda, Shay Alexander says she was under a lot of pressure to make sure that this process went smoothly. There were no hiccups. She says in trying to be perfect, she made a mistake. And instead of hitting save, she hit send.
I am human.
Fulton County Clerk of Court Shay Alexander says even though she's human, she strives for perfection.
And that's how the mishap happened.
The mishap was she inadvertently posted the indictment charges against former President Donald Trump, even though the grand jury was still deliberating Monday. That set off a media firestorm and had Trump's attorneys saying prosecutors had no respect for the grand jury process. Alexander said this had nothing to do with the DA's office and there was nothing sinister about the mistake she made.
I have no dog in the fight.
She says in an effort to handle the indictment perfectly, she messed up.
I did a work sample in the system, and when I hit save, it went to the press queue.
Some news reporters saw it before it was deleted. Alexander says what they saw was unofficial.
It wasn't an official document. It wasn't official charges. It was the dry run. It was a work sample.
Even though it had a case number, Alexander says it didn't have a stamp and other markings that would have made it official. I asked her why did she release a statement calling the document fictitious.
That was the best word I could come up with. It was fictitious. It wasn't real. It didn't have a stamp on it.
Why didn't you just say it was an error?
She says fictitious was what her team came up with.
We've been getting some calls.
Her office has received calls and emails with threats. People saying, I'm coming to get you. Those threats have been forwarded to the sheriff's office. Alexander says she was under a lot of pressure to get this right. Now she says she just wants to explain what happened and get back to work.
I tell my staff we just want to be transparent, right? And so I don't have anything to hide.
And Alexander says her mistake had no impact on the grand jury's decision. I asked her, how did she get her hands on those charges? She says she has access to that information as clerk of court. She says her office is taking those threats very seriously. We're live in downtown.
And we're live from downtown Atlanta. Y'all are mean. Shirley called her a big dummy. Miss J. Free, a little less mean, but equally as dubious, says, I'm not convinced. Look, I can read the chat like shit on my phone. Look, y'all. I know we not rooting for everybody black. I get it. I'm trying to give Shay the benefit of the doubt, though. Why? Because her name is Shay, and I like the name Shay quite a bit. But I bet, here's what I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet that Shay is actually very good at her job. I'm willing to bet that just Shay on the biggest damn day, on the day that you were supposed to be truly exceptional at your job. Like if you strive for perfection, baby, that was supposed to be the day that you did your job to the hilt of perfection. Now, how you get, what did she say she confused? She confused save with send. The indictment with Trump's name at the top? Really? I don't know. What are y'all dubious about? Y'all think Shay got ran a few dollars to publish that indictment, an hour early or whenever it was actually published to the web? And I would agree that the word choice of fictitious, nah. I don't know what's them Fulton County public school systems. What they doing? Because I'm saying, we could have came up with a better word than fictitious. Maybe we could say it was premature. It was unexpected. Like fictitious means fiction, that it's not real. And I guess from her perspective, like she said, it didn't have a court stamp on it. Yeah. But the people, the regular people in the world, like me and y'all, we're not gonna see it that way. And you know that Trump's people definitely not gonna see it that way. And that to me would have been all the more reason to make sure that all your I's were dotted and your T's were crossed, because we're talking about Trump supporters here. You understand? And they could have targeted Shay anyway. They could target her office regardless. But with something as blatant as that, such a big fuck up as that was, oh no, them people are going to read conspiracy into that all day. They're going to read some sort of collusion amongst all these black folks to get Donald Trump's racist ass under some sort of additional trouble and charges. I don't know. I can't, just because there's black people in that system or in positions of power, or the black front facing faces of the system. I can't automatically assume these people on the up and up, y'all. I'm from Maryland, okay? like there's a lot of black people in charge in Maryland, and there's a lot of shit not correct in fucking Maryland, right? Baltimore ain't nothing but black folks, basically, by and large, top to bottom. Baltimore's fucked up. I live in Prince George's County. There could be some improvements. You understand? In Washington, D.C. I could go on, is the point. Just because there's black folks in charge, don't mean the motherfuckers is running shit. Don't mean they on top of things, right? There was another part about this. So I talked to y'all about Abigail, crazy ass. And then, we just seen Shay, luncheon ass. And the other thing that I wanted to point out that happened at the Fulton County Courthouse the day that these indictments were announced against Trump. By the way, Trump, I think, has until next Friday, the 25th, to turn himself in. Again, he's going to be given all the due deference of a white man befitting his economic stature and his former political position. We're not going to get I don't think, any mugshots from Trump. They're just going to fingerprint him. It was like, that was Kamau that was saying that this week on the morning show. Yeah, Kamau was like, come this way, Mr. President, that will get you out of here in a minute, Mr. President. Sorry for the inconvenience, Mr. President. It's gonna be a bunch of that shit, right? And it's like, what's the point of y'all bringing these charges against Trump if y'all not gonna give him the full criminal justice system experience. like, don't you think? Oh, I know why. Because first of all, Trump would get a boost from a mugshot. I think that the powers that be probably know this. That's probably why Trump hasn't been given a proper mugshot, because it would actually, oh my God, they would put that shit on t-shirts. They would be selling that shit as campaign gear. No, they don't want to give him that kind of propaganda tool, but I'd like to see it though. Give him the full criminal injustice experience, criminal justice system experience. But anyway, coincidentally, I think at the Fulton County Courthouse, we had some Cop City action happening that day. And this video that we're about to see here from the Atlanta Community Free Press Collective. Let me set this up for you because I'm pretty sure this is Reverend Kiana in this clip. I said, I know my favorite rapper pastor when I hear. I lied to y'all. I said I don't fuck with rap no more. That's not true. Kiana, yeah, the Reverend Kiana Jones, my favorite lady MC out here at the moment, because she be spitting and she be battling. Woo! Kiana say, "Who the fuck won what?" I said, "Yes, that's my pastor right there." Anyway, this video from that we're about to see from the Atlanta Free Press Community Collective. I'm sorry, I didn't fuck that up. It says, with national news outlets outside the Fulton County Courthouse in anticipation of the grand jury indictment against Donald Trump. This was against Donald Trump on Monday. Atlanteans opposed to Cop City gathered and chanted, Donald Trump, Andre Dickens, Donald Trump, Andre Dickens. I don't know the fucking difference. That's the chant. Will take us to that Fulton County Courthouse. Let's go.
I don't think y'all know how dumb y'all look, because you can't even get your shit together. Get on the same page, first of all, with the oppression. You can't oppress people and not be together. Damn. Everyone some stuff. Y'all know y'all look like clowns, right? A bunch of ass clowns. This is how people get killed at traffic stops, by the way. Right. 5 different commands from 5 different people who can't even get it together enough.
Donald Trump, Andre Dickens, I don't know the fucking difference. I don't know the fucking difference.
We are here because despite claiming that no one from his office and neither himself would try to interfere with the proper collection of petition signatures or the process for this ballot referendum to go through, Mayor Andre Dickens has decided that he would like to engage in voter suppression. A lot of people think Donald Trump is fascist #1, but I disagree. I believe that Mayor Andre Dickens, because he is going to great lengths to try to keep people from voting. When else have you seen this? Mayor Dickens is behaving exactly like the same bad actors that we saw after the presidential election of 2020. Well, Mayor Dickens, City of Atlanta, and all who oppose the people, we are here to say that it won't work.
This party MLK and Central. Stay on the sidewalk or arrest and start.
These bitches can't spell Constitution.
Let's remember where the city of Atlanta is putting all of their time and resources into this repression, into this oppression right now, all while the APD has just killed another black man, right? This is our future that is on the line here, and if we can't get justice in the courts, we will demand it in the streets.
I don't think y'all know how.
Good reporting. Way to be on the scene there. The Atlanta Community Press Collective. Thank you so much for that astounding reporting. Yeah, the news about the brother getting killed in Atlanta, I imagine we're going to touch on that on the Remix Morning Show next week on Black Power Media. So please join us for that. But in reaction to the clip that we just saw, I mean, Reverend Kiana She said, you bitches can't even spell Constitution. I said, yes. Yes. Yes, Kiana. Yes, yes, yes. And, and Kiana basically just drove home the point right there, right? Like, just because it's black folks in charge of some shit, right, does not necessarily mean that the full benefit of black folks of the entire community is being considered, right? Like, this cop city is being built to contain black and brown, poor folks, marginalized people, and to fuck up the environment simultaneously, right? So Donald Trump, Andre Dickens, I don't see the fucking difference. I don't see the difference. But I will say this. This is what I will say about Trump and his supporters. They are about that action, okay? And I think January 6th, the plot to kidnap the Michigan governor, Gretchen Whitmer, all the various threats against people connected to the indictments of Trump, the threats against Joe Biden. We should take these people seriously. But I will say, I during Leo season, I have to say this, y'all. I am moved by the loyalty. I am a little bit impressed, and I want to ask y'all, the Fire Fam. Don't, not literally, but maybe y'all should have some I need y'all to be inspired because when motherfuckers start popping off at me on the internet, I need y'all to take some inspiration. Now, don't call nobody and leave no threats. But I don't understand, how did Tucker Carlson have peace, y'all? I thought y'all was my friends. I thought y'all was riding for me. How was Tucker Carlson allowed to sleep at night? If Trump supporters are ringing the judge's phone or ringing the federal judge's phone, y'all should not have let Tucker and his wife get an ounce of sleep when that bullshit kicked off and that motherfucker tried to send the feds to my house. I'm disappointed. I thought I inspired loyalty. Apparently, I don't. Trump inspires loyalty. Trump inspires loyalty. My enemies should be shaking out here. Y'all ain't even got them scared. We have to talk about this. We need to have a conversation. We need to have a conversation, Fire Fam. Oh no, I'm talking about you, and you. Tucker wasn't supposed to be resting. Matt Walsh slept like a baby. I thought y'all were my friends. I thought y'all were my friends. My enemies slept well when they was popping shit. Where was y'all? Y'all supposed to be showing up like here like Trumpers. Making niggas scared of Fire Fam. They supposed to be afraid of us. Come on. I need y'all to do better. Okay? I need y'all to do better. I need y'all to see these Trump stories, and I don't need y'all to emulate, but I need y'all to get a little bit of inspiration. Just a little bit of inspiration. I don't want the feds coming to your house either. So let's not do that much. You know what I'm saying? But we can do a little something out here. I know y'all got burners and shit. Y'all got burner accounts on these social media apps. Hey, man, I just need y'all to give my enemies a hard time on occasion. That's it. Make them reconsider before they start popping off. Anyway, let me take a break because I'm withholding my disappointments. Okay, I'm just kidding. Thank you all so much. Give the video a like, a thumbs up, please, and thank you. Afra, tell them loyalty is our love. Like, oh my God, loyalty. I take loyalty over a lot. I'm trying to tell you. Like, I'll take loyalty. I will take I am big on loyalty. Like, loyalty. Like, disloyalty. Woo! Jump off a cliff. I don't even want to see you. I never knew you. You disloyal bastard. I don't even know who that? Don't know. Don't even know. Don't even remember. Don't even care. So anyway, y'all come on through here. Thank you all so much. Infinite content. Is that Desiree D-Drop? Thank you, baby. Hey, Valley Girls. That's my other niece. Valley Girls. Happy birthday, baby girl. How did I forget? I knew there was another Leo, another lioness out here in the wilderness, and it was Valley Girls. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday, sweetheart. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What's up, Franny France? So, so like I said, Courtney Cash Apped us. So y'all should be cool like Courtney. $. BIDWKB. Sorry. Venmo at BIDWKB. I'm sorry. Latif, did you run us something earlier and I missed it? I'm sorry. What else? PayPal.me/BIDWKB, or you could become a patron. Patreon.com/BIDWKB. Thanks to everybody on Patreon who re-upped their patronage. Thank you so much. Some of you even edited your monthly patrons northward, skyward, which was beautiful, and I certainly appreciate that as well. We'll take all that we can get. What you saying here, Sunny Sun? All right, well, we rocking with the best. Let's go. Appreciate that, Will, for the update. Will said that y'all coming in here strong, so that's wonderful. That's good. On Friday nights, it's something about Fridays. I don't know what it is. But regardless, thank you all for being here. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Please give the video a like and a thumbs up. Now, a story that I wanted to get to, because part of what we do here on Burn It Down with Kim Brown, we follow truly a unarticulated or what's the word I'm trying to say here? Like I haven't written it out like these are the beats that I follow, but I think you guys know the beats that I follow. We follow Cops Ain't Shit, right? We follow all labor has dignity. Yeah. Did I say cops ain't shit? Let me tell you something. Cops ain't shit. That's my personal propaganda project right there against police. And I'm not taking all the credit, but I'm gonna take a little bit of credit. Like some of these police departments, a lot of these police departments are having trouble recruiting. Now, my viewership is not such that I think I'm touching the folks like that, but I'm throwing my voice in the chorus. You understand? So I'm singing that "Cops Ain't Shit" song. Now I got my little solo piece, "Cops Ain't Shit," and the cops are proving themselves not to be shit time and time again. But we're not talking about cops this time. This time we're talking about labor and the value of work and such. Will, if you don't mind, could you please pop up the ABC News article? And once I got into some of the details about this story, I was kind of shocked actually, because I didn't know that states really gave a fuck about wage theft and the like. Every now and again, yeah, we'll get some stories that pop up. Sometimes it's actually the feds that take the lead on some of these wage theft stories and violation of worker rights, safety precautions or whatever. You don't see too much from OSHA these days, do we? No, OSHA got paid off regardless. Anyway, so it says New Jersey shutters 27 Boston markets. Why? Boston market restaurants. Why? Over unpaid wages and related worker issues. I think there's only 31 Boston markets in the state of New Jersey. Hold on, let me go to the chat. Donnie, did the Boston market in your town, did they close it? Is it closed? Is it shut down? Well, the Boston market around the corner from me, well, maybe not far, well, fuck it, y'all don't know, but somewhat around the corner from me, I'm right there on the East-West Highway and Kenilworth Avenue. That joint is closed too. I thought it was closed for the Purple Line. I might be wrong. Hold on. Infinite, you ran us some more bucks? Hold on. Let me get to that in a second, because you know I cannot walk and chew gum, right? We're aware. Oh, shit. Zenzi Bell's in the building. Hold on, everybody. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Zenzi Bell's in the building. What's up, New York? New York came out tonight. Lucretia in here too. The whole New York, the city and the state. I love it. Thank y'all. Appreciate that, pimp. I want us to get the story from New Jersey directly. The local New Jersey. The local New Jersey. This is the NJ Spotlight News. You don't get more local than that. This is the NJ Spotlight News. And they're going to tell us what kind of foolery Boston Market had to do to get closed in New Jersey, to get shut down by the Department of Labor in, of all places, New Jersey. Now, Donnie, correct me, and any of our New Jersey All-Stars, feel free to jump in. I could just be ignorant. I mean, all states are corrupt, right? But I think Jersey has a reputation for a certain level of graft and corruption. Obviously, Trump cut his teeth down there in Atlantic City. So I at first when I saw this, I said, "Oh, somebody somebody's bribe check did not clear." Somehow the Boston market bribe check did not clear, but maybe New Jersey is actually serious about upholding some of their labor laws. So I want us to take a look at the package, and this is a pretty good package. This is a package, like I said, from the local New Jersey joint. This is from the NJ Spotlight News. Let us take a look.
So this is a large statewide case. It was prompted when our wage hour investigators received a complaint from a Boston market worker in Mercer County.
The next time you visit Boston Market, you might not be greeted by employees. Instead, you might see these red stop work order signs. That's because on August 14th, the New Jersey Department of Labor and Workforce Development ordered more than 24 Boston Market locations in Jersey to close after an internal investigation found that the rotisserie chicken giant amassed more than $2.5 million in back damages, fees, and penalties, including more than $600,000 in back wages owed to 314 workers.
Since then, additionally, 36 additional workers have come forward.
This Boston Market here in East Orange is just one of 27 throughout the state that has now been ordered to stop operating due to multiple violations to workers' rights. And now the Department of Labor says it's all in an effort to stop future violations.
With the stop work order process, which was approved by Governor Murphy back in 2018, there is an expedited appeal process. So the owners have the right to appeal the stop work order, and we need to give them a hearing within 7 days. But importantly, as part of the stop work order law, workers will be paid or due to be paid for up to 10 days during any stop work order.
Boston Market operates all across the U.S., all across the map. You can go anywhere and you walk in and it's the same store. It's the same aesthetic, the same food, the same menu, maybe little local variations. But the thing that's different from state to state is that we have different departments of labor with different labor laws in place. So here in New Jersey, we actually have some pretty strong labor protections to protect workers' rights. So a company like that needs to be very mindful of what the different laws are in place when they're operating franchises in different locations.
Todd Vachon is an assistant professor of Department of Labor Studies and Employment Relations at Rutgers University. Vachon says the investigation could in turn hold other big franchises accountable in the future.
It's a big deal to see this happen. But I think that it's a lot more common and widespread than we realize, right? So this is really bringing it to light and having some charges in place. But I'm sure there's violations like this happening all across the labor market with various other companies. And it's encouraging for working people to see that there actually are charges being filed and that an employer is being held to account and being forced to comply with the law.
We reached out to Boston Market, but they didn't immediately respond to our request for comment. The DOL says the ultimate goal is to protect all businesses, whether it be a small mom and pop on Main Street or a large corporate multinational on Wall Street. For NG Spotlight News, I'm Raven Santana.
I think Raven misspoke at the end there. She said the DOL, or actually maybe the DOL said exactly what the fuck they meant to say, but what she read was that the DOL said that it's their duty or their job to protect all businesses, even if it's a small mom and pop or the corporate. I thought you're supposed to protect the workers. Are we protecting the businesses or are we protecting the workers? But it seems like the New Jersey Department of Labor said, no, Boston Market, this ain't going to fly. Shut 27 out of 31 stores down. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, New Jersey's not a big state, but still. An incredible message there being sent. But I want to contrast this. Hold on. Before I start contrasting, let's focus on some numbers that we heard recited there, okay? It is over $600,000 in back wages, stolen wages, owed to 314 workers. These numbers are going to be important because I'm going to contrast this to some other shit. So we're talking about over $600,000 in stolen wages owed to, at present, 314 workers. Boston Market is facing $2.5 million in fines and penalties from the state, right? So we're at about $3 million, about $3.1 million, but only $600,000 of that is from stolen wages, right? And I say only, that's not a small number to sneeze at, okay? We're talking about over 314 people not being paid for the labor that they've already performed, right? Dawn, is the rent too damn high in New Jersey? I already know the answer. The rent is high from Newark and Hoboken down to fucking Camden and what Cape May. I don't know what else is in New Jersey. What's in South Jersey? Camden. What's one of them other black towns down there in Jersey? I don't fucking know, but you know what I'm talking about. It's not cheap to stay in Jersey. Jersey is very high, and especially for those that are privileged to be homeowners. I call it a privilege. I know what the Jersey property taxes is like. That shit probably don't feel like a privilege to it. It probably feels like a sentence. Like, God damn, like I gotta pay this every year. But regardless, it's not cheap to live in Jersey. So the audacity of a big corporation like Boston Market. I mean, Boston Market may not be everybody's top choice, but there's enough Boston Markets that Boston Market can afford to pay these fucking people, yeah? So anyway, the numbers are important. We're talking about $600,000 in stolen wages. That is a big number for a big company in one state, okay? Keep that in mind. The next story I want to contrast what we just saw with aired last night, or actually I think they re-aired it this morning on the Today Show, because I seen the shit on NBC Nightly News. And since the news, the mainstream media machine is getting so trifling and lazy, they very easily and quickly recycle stories. So whatever you see on NBC Nightly News is going to be on the Today Show tomorrow, because them niggas is cheap and they need to hire more journalists because you can cover more fucking stories. Ain't no need to be repeating, so I don't care what the turnaround time is. Nope. Run me some new stories. I don't want to hear no old shit that I saw last night on NBC Nightly News, even though I do not watch the Today Show. But regardless, we'll get that Today Show clip queued up because I want y'all to hear the breathlessness, the heavens to Betsy, the tone, the panic, the urgency, not only laid out by the NBC News when they report this story, but by the elected officials out of Los Angeles addressing the quote unquote smash and grab crisis that is gripping the Los Angeles area. You know what else is gripping the Los Angeles area? Unhousedness. You know what else is gripping the Los Angeles area? Fucking climate change. And I want you to, and some numbers are going to be run in this piece that I want you to note. I want you to make a note of. I want you to hear them when they say them and compare it to the number that we just heard coming from the hundreds of thousands of dollars of wage theft that Boston Market, a singular company, committed against hundreds of employees in one state. So, Will, if we could, let's get that Today Show drivel up there real quick.
This morning, lawmakers trying to take action amidst a surge of violent smash and grab robberies.
Our message is clear. Those who commit these crimes will be caught.
Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass announcing a new task force to fight retail crimes on the heels of several brazen burglaries in recent weeks.
No Angelino should feel like it is not safe to go shopping in Los Angeles.
Just days ago, thieves made off with more than $100,000 in handbags from a Gucci store in Costa Mesa, while last weekend dozens of robbers swarmed this Nordstrom in LA. Authorities estimating that haul could range from $60,000 to $100,000. And while some critics argue LA County's $0 bail policy for some low-level nonviolent offenders could be empowering criminals, District Attorney George Gascon disagrees.
We will use every tool available under the law when there is an arrest made to make sure that these individuals are held accountable.
And it's not just LA. Smash and grab crimes have been impacting communities nationwide.
They're going in stores, just going out, just stealing stuff, and nobody's doing nothing about it.
Including in Illinois, Florida, and beyond in recent years, with drugstores and pharmacies also major targets. Last year in New York, 41 people were arrested in a multi-million-dollar theft ring for swiping luxury and drugstore goods and reselling them on eBay. One poll by the National Retail Federation found more than half of consumers think crimes like looting and shoplifting have increased since the start of the pandemic, as shoppers call on elected leaders to do more.
It's a shame that citizens are, just trying to do their regular shopping and are impacted by other people's poor decisions.
Now, as you saw from these videos, getting caught up in the middle of something like this can be terrifying. If you do, experts say it is super important to stay calm, think about escape routes in advance, keep as much distance as you can between you and those who are robbing the store, get help as soon as possible, call police, but you do not want to intervene. In cases like this one, robbers use bear mace on security. Savannah.
Wow. All right, Gotti, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern.
Turn that nigga off. Turn that nigga off. No, Al Roker, shut up. shut your ass up. That's Lenny Kravitz's cousin. Y'all knew that, right? Al Roker is Roxy Roker's first cousin. Ergo, therefore, making him and Lenny Kravitz, I believe, second cousins. Isn't that wild? Bahamian. Anyway. So y'all seen that, right? Oh my goodness. First of all, if I seen a bunch of people doing the smash and grab, I'm staying out of the way. What do you mean? Don't interfere? No problem. I don't have interfere for what? This ain't my shit. This sound like a Nordstrom's problem. This ain't Kim's problem. This sound like a Gucci problem. This ain't Kim's problem. What I look like? What anybody look like trying to interfere with the work of people who are clearly organized? If you want to talk about organization, do y'all really want to talk organization and strategy? It's right there. It's right there. It's running in the Nordstroms and breaking everything and running out. And listen, I'm not mad at them. Like, I'm never mad at property crimes. You know what? I'm definitely absolutely not going to be mad at any sort of property crime in this economy. Let me be specific. Property crimes against either corporations or against the wealthy elites, right? That sounds like a dumb problem. You know what I'm saying? That is not a me problem. And that fucking what do y'all call it? What do y'all well-read people call the shit? Class antagonism at the end. I don't understand. Well, working people are just trying to shop and mind their business, and that's just a big problem, and we don't understand. Mind your business. You need to be asking them where they selling them jeans at later, because they're going to give them to you at a good price. Again, Americans have this very warped, misplaced allegiance to business and corporations, like it's your business, like it's your corporation, and it's not. It's not. Even if you work there, that's not even your shit. And even if you work there, you are getting exploited for your hourly wage, and their employee discount should be way more. Like, you getting it on both ends. Like, anyway, I don't get when people just be willing to ride or die for the fucking company. Like, it does not pay to be a company man, company woman, company gender non-conforming person. No, stop riding for these fucking companies. But anyway, hold on. But you guys notice the difference. Like, you guys notice the difference in tone. And I assure you, despite the fact that New Jersey, Boston market stealing of the wages story was on ABC News, I don't think it is being covered in the same way, in the same tone, with the same urgency coming from elected officials. Like is the governor of New Jersey, has he pledged a task force to investigate all wage theft? You know what I'm saying? Like, are police resources being allocated to prosecute and come up with charges and find the ways that these corporations are intentionally breaking the law, stealing from their workers, stealing time, stealing money, stealing benefits, stealing opportunities, making them work under challenging conditions that may be illegal? Like, are the same resources, police resources, being allocated when it's clear? If we're talking about a numbers game, if we're talking about truly the amount being stolen, wage theft is a far greater crime per the numbers versus so-called smash and grab. Boston market allegedly stole over $600,000 from 314 people, right? That little Nordstrom's hit estimated might get 60K. Maybe. Maybe. Because y'all know how it is. You with boosters and stuff. Yeah, these people are not charging you the full price of things. They're not charging manufacturers suggested retail price out there. You know, I don't know what's the hip jeans. I can't even speculate. I'm gonna say True Religion and truly date myself. I don't fucking know, but whatever. The whatever the trendy denim is, it's not being sold for the retail price out at the swap meet. Let's be clear. So the numbers don't even equate. They don't even come close. But the mainstream media is not interested in reporting corporate wage theft. Why? Well, because they themselves are corporations and they themselves are also stealing wages from their employees. So I would imagine it's a story that they don't really care to bring that much attention to. But that is where it is incumbent upon us to be not only discerning news consumers, but we have to be propagandizers out here. You know what I'm saying? So when our respectable brethren and sistren, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and your cousin that has done well and they talk that dumb shit, they talk that dumb respectable shit, you remind them that these people are out here stealing for a number of reasons, and that is something that that Today Show piece didn't even bother to ask. If these property crimes are up, why are they up? Are we seeing greater levels of housing instability? We know that food prices are up. We know that utility prices are up. We know everything is up. It's no point to even sit there and enumerate all the shit that's up. Pick a category. Everything is fucking up. Everything is up. Yeah, people gonna be out here stealing because people need to eat. People need to remain housed. People need to clothe their children. I am never mad at survival behavior. Never. I don't care if it's shoplifting. I don't care if it's smash and grab. I don't care if it's selling weed. I don't care if it's selling ass. Like whatever. If everything, if everybody, so long as everybody's doing shit consensually, right? Survive. I wish we did not live in a society and under a system that required people to maybe do things that they otherwise would not do. Sure, thou shalt not steal. Some people might feel a way morally about that, but not when it comes to being hungry. You know what I mean? And if people weren't hungry, would they be out here stealing? If their housing needs were met, would they be out here stealing? Will, if you could, put up that piece from LA Taco. And I want to bring this together in this way because shout out to the journalists. And LA Taco, if you guys are not familiar, is a very interesting publication based out of Los Angeles. Yes, they do taco stand reviews. Okay, I trust I trust the reviewers of LA Taco, but they also do some really dope, deep journalism pertaining to the Los Angeles area. And this one is written by Lexus Oliver Ray. And yep, what does that headline say? It says all bad. It says nearly 2/3 of LA's $1.3 billion in COVID relief funds went to cops and firefighters. 0 went to building housing. Huh? Oh, yeah. Y'all read right. And it goes on to say that the funding that Los Angeles received specifically under the American Rescue Plan Act, the CARES Act, it was described as a once in a generation opportunity to truly invest in affordable housing in Los Angeles. We got any LA All-Stars out here? Where my Cali folks? West Side? Can you live in LA? Okay. Can you live by yourself in LA? What's that like? A challenge? Yep. The article goes on to say, it says, but nearly 2 years later, after receiving the funds, the city hasn't allocated a single cent from the $1.2 billion award towards building temporary shelters or permanent housing for the homeless. By the way, the number of homeless people has increased in the Los Angeles area exponentially. And see, kind of therein lies the rub. And I encourage you all to I might be able to drop this in the chat because I'm in the chat. I want y'all to check this out because I think it's a well written piece, well researched here by Alexis Oliver Ray. Big up to LA Taco for the journalism, and shout out to all the independent media outlets out there in Los Angeles. Knock LA, big up, you know. We fuck with it. We fuck with it. But again, where is the focus of law enforcement, everybody? Where is the focus? The focus is on the black and brown folks stealing from corporations. The focus is never on the corporations stealing from the working people, the black and brown people, right? That to me should be the bigger shame. The fact that people have already extended their labor, they've already given their time, they've already done their blood, sweat, and tears on a job, and they can't even get what they've earned. Which, by the way, whatever they've quote earned is likely continues to be theft, right? Whatever they're making, they need to be making more. So they're getting stole from 2 times, yeah. But also the theft of resources that continues to be diverted away from the people and towards the police. And when the people respond hungry with survival behaviors, then there comes the justification. Oh, see, this is why we had to give the money to police in the first place, to keep all these poors in place. Look at what these poors are doing. They are stealing the shit out of Gucci. They are stealing the shit out of Gucci. We need the police out there because we got to protect them Gucci bags. Isn't it a madness? Do we not live in the upside down? Aren't y'all tired of being in this dumb fucking country? And where are the racists at? Where my Go Back to Africa funds? Send them. Cash App, BIDWKB. I will happily take your Go Back to Africa funds. Thank you. Y'all are late with the shit. I have been begging for the whites to send me back to Africa. When? When? Book the flight. Dulles to Accra. Put me on that plane. I'm ready. Franny, to be fair, Franny has already contributed to Kim's Go Back to Africa fund. And I tell you, Franny, I appreciate your support. I appreciate your support. Thank you. I need you to go tell the others that we got some mouthy, racist black woman on YouTube, and she is daring us to send her back to Africa. But I know Franny don't kick her with the racist. But so anyway, that would never happen. But regardless, you guys see my point. But anyway. So listen, the takeaway, my long-winded takeaway is, listen, corporate wage theft is greater and forever will be greater than any sort of citizen or resident or hungry person theft that they could ever do. You understand? Like those so-called shoplifting rings at Nordstrom, do you understand they would have to be robbing every Nordstrom every day, every hour on the day to even compare to what corporations steal every day from working people in this country? It doesn't even compare. So we have to laugh at the media. We have to mock them. We have to deride them because they are clearly focused on the wrong shit. But they are intentionally focused on the wrong shit. But that's what I'm saying. We have to tell our folks, okay? We have to propagandize our people. That's kind of what my mandate is. That's kind of like my self-imposed mandate here. You know, I don't know when, where, and how I fit into organization. I don't know that. I'm still trying to figure that out. In the interim, what I will do is try to be a propaganda voice, okay? Like, because the dark side is strong. The force is strong with the dark side. You understand? They have got our folks in the way that they see the world, the way that they see this country. They have got a lot of our folks in a fucking chokehold. You know what I'm saying? And it is our responsibility to free them as much in ways big and small that we are able. And if we have to debunk this American exceptionalism, capitalistic narrative for our folks, we have to do that every single time, okay? So if your respectability auntie or your bougie cousin see that story, oh my God, I can't believe they were stealing out the Nordstrom. That's why you can't give niggas shit. No! No. Check that shit. Check that bougie classist bullshit. Check it on the spot. And if you're bougie cousin get mad, fuck them. Fuck them. They need to hear it because they don't hear it enough, obviously. So anyway, that's the show, everybody. Will, is there anything I'm forgetting? I can't do the abortion fund right now because I don't have it in front of me, so I can't push it. So we may not have nothing else. But listen, I'm doing something. Tuesday night. I'm telling y'all about it now, but I will remind you on Tuesday night, the 22nd, City Lights Bookstore in the Bay Area. My friend Justine Barron has written a book about the murder of Freddie Gray by Baltimore police. And I'm moderating a panel with Justine, Alex Vitale, and Rabia Chaudhry. And I will drop that link when I get it. I will put it on the community section of the channel. And I want to thank Justine Justine asked me specifically to do this, and I fucks with Justine. I fucks with Justine because of that. If you don't know who Justine Barron is, please go look for the video where we talked about David Simon's HBO series, We Run the City. Because David Simon doesn't like me or Justine. That's why me and Justine, that actually made me and Justine closer. Like, David Simon is both our enemy. Oh, we should be even better friends. So yeah. If you need an update about who Justine Barron is, she has been on the Freddie Gray story since day, truly, and she has a very good insight and a good perspective. And most importantly, Justine gave credibility and took serious a lot of the witnesses that the Baltimore police disregarded, that Marilyn Mosby's office fucking disregarded, particularly the testimony and the eyewitness account of a black girl. I think her name is Sierra. And anyway, it's a conversation I'm looking forward to. I will post the link, the information on the community section of this channel when I get it, because I don't have it. But it's happening Tuesday night. It's late too, like 9 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. West Coast time. So check that out when I post it. Also, this weekend, tomorrow, Anna and Mama Lorraine are hosting a supplementary disability support chat for caregivers. Yeah, if you're a caregiver, you're a disabled adjacent person, this is probably a conversation for you. Anna, if you could tell the people what time is happening, I will post that information in the member section of the channel, also on Patreon. But Anna is quite accessible. So if you want to participate in that, reach out to Anna directly. Go to the Burn It Down with Kim Brown Discord channel, I suppose. If that's the best way to reach Anna. Black Magic, what's up, sis? How are you? I'm so very happy to see you. I'm so glad to see y'all. Some of y'all, I thought y'all had stopped fucking with me because I hadn't seen y'all in a while. I said, damn it, I done lost them. Shit. But I didn't lose y'all. Y'all back. So that's great. And that tells me that y'all be lurking, and that's fine. I'm cool with the lurkers. Who is this? People ran money. Thank you so much for your munsies. Hold on, I'm coming back to that. So anyway, thank everybody. Who is that? Is that Miss Noru? Oh, thank you guys. You guys don't even know how happy I be to see y'all. This is great. So yeah, shout out to all of our Fire fam. I want y'all to look at what Trump's people is doing. And I'm not saying do that. But I am saying find some inspiration. Mama Lorraine, thank you so much. Oh, Mama Lorraine says I'm a strong voice. Thank you so much, Mama Lorraine. Mama Lorraine, you remind me of my mama, Mama Lorraine. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much. It was Zenzi Bell with the $5. Thank you so much, Zenzi Bell and Infinite Content. And Infinite Content said, oh, Kim, he said the woman Shry, he said that was the 5th time that she called up being spicy this year. She called the same judge over and over again. Infinite Content said she was out on bond for another case of threatening people. That's what I'm saying, y'all. These people get agitated and make threats after watching the news, y'all. Anyway, I'm gonna start letting y'all know who my enemies are so y'all can know where to direct your harassment. so y'all can be directing y'all harassment in the correct direction. Because I'm telling you, Trump's people's loyal out here. They're loyal out here. They're loyal out here. And as a person whose love language in part is loyalty, I feel it. I know it's misdirected for that motherfucker, but I'm like, God damn, do you understand how hard these people are riding for this man? Like, part of me, I'm like, damn, I wish I had some riders like that because they are riding for Trump. Shit. Anyway, y'all, please like the video on your way out. Thanks everybody for your support. Shout out to Latif. Shout out to Court Armaz. On behalf of Will and Molly, thank you guys for everything. Y'all have a wonderful, safe weekend. It's Chuck Brown Day this weekend, DC. Y'all might see me down there, maybe. But do like this. If you see me, chunk up the deuces so I know it's friend and not foe. Because y'all know I'd be paranoid. I'd be like, friend or foe, bitch. I don't like when people come up to me. But if you chunk up the deuces in event, I'd be like, friend. Okay, friend. We could be friends. Okay. I'm gone, y'all. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Love you guys. See y'all later. Bye-bye.